So you met a new girl and you started hanging out or texting, and now it's been maybe a few weeks or even months, and you guys are starting to build a great friendship. But the problem is, you actually are finding her more interesting than a friend. You see something there, you're attracted to her. And the problem is, you don't want to make a move on her to mess up that friendship or really upset her. And so, this is a huge thing men come to me for. Basically, I am talking to this girl that is my friend, in which I like, but I don't know what to do here. So I want to convince you that unless she's told you outright that she only sees you as a friend, you should almost always take the shot. Okay, why? First off, I love to challenge the idea that you're really worried about the friendship. Because in most situations, I find that men are actually just worried about hearing the no or getting rejected. And there's an easy way that I start to test for this, and it really challenges a lot of men when I ask them these types of questions. So let's say that you really just also want a friendship with her. If that's the truth, then you should be able to say yes to this question, which is, let's imagine she started dating somebody else, and she told you, hey, listen, I just started seeing this new guy. He's awesome. I'm really into him, and I'd love for you to meet him and like get to hang out with us sometime. Okay, if you can't say yes, then you don't want a friendship, or you're at least not ready for a real friendship. If one of your real guy friends, or even one of my female friends, came to me and was like, hey, I'm seeing somebody else, I'm super excited, I want you to meet them, my first reaction is, oh my god, I'm so happy for you, I can't wait till I get to know them and actually get to connect with them too, right? There's no like secret resentment or bitterness, or I'm not like, oh, I'll never do that. If your friend is excited about dating somebody new, then usually you want to be happy for them and encourage them. So if you can't easily say, hey, if she was seeing somebody else, I'd be super happy for her and I'd love to like get to know them, odds are you don't actually want a friendship, or you don't care about a friendship, or your feelings are so muddled for your interest in her that I don't think you could give her a real friendship at this point. So the whole worry about like, I don't want to make a move and blow this friendship up is really moot. It's not really a concern. And again, I think it's more so about you just worrying about hearing no or facing that rejection and making things quote unquote awkward. But the thing is, like, let's say you did make a move and she wasn't interested. Showing interest in somebody, showing that you're attracted to her, doesn't suddenly make her upset. Like, it's still flattering to know that somebody likes you or finds you interesting or attractive or beautiful. We all want that. Where it's going to be a concern is if you can't take that no, and you either make it awkward, or you get aggressive, or you keep trying after she's told you she doesn't feel the same way. But just relaying that you have interest in somebody, flirting with them, telling them you want to get to know them more personally and take them out on a date, some kind of signaling that you're interested in more than a friendship. If she actually cares about you and she's a friend, she's not going to be like, oh, what a jerk that he has feelings for me, or that he finds me to be an attractive person. She'll just feel like, well, I don't feel the same way. She'll hopefully be able to convey that to you. And then as long as you can take that well and take that in stride and not make it awkward and say, hey, no worries, I completely understand, and still remain a friend if you actually wanted it, then in almost every scenario, that's going to be fine. If you can't handle just being a friend, then at that point, I think you say, hey, listen, I completely understand. That said, I realize like I definitely am interested in you like that, and I don't think I'm necessarily looking for just another friend right now, or I don't think I'm ready to kind of just be friends. And just being honest, but not in like a I hate you way or I'm upset about this, just truthful. Last but not least, why you should do this is also the fact that we know how we feel about someone pretty quickly. A lot of courtship studies show that women know how they feel about a man within like 20 to 30 minutes of meeting him, right? Doesn't mean they're like sold on, being attracted to you for the long term or having sex with you. But what that means is they know in the back of their head, this is somebody I could see myself romantically interested in, or there's no potential here and they're a friend. For a lot of men, that happens much faster. Like when I ask men, how quickly do you know whether or not you're attracted to a woman? It's usually like under a second. Okay, so my point is this. She already knows whether or not she's interested or would consider you to be a romantic prospect. So by you extending that and showing like, hey, I want to get to know you in this way, she already knows her response deep down. You're not likely to change that. You doing this isn't going to like suddenly be like, oh my God, I never expected this and I have no idea what to do right now and it's really upsetting. She's going to know how she feels. And either she's potentially interested and she's going to reciprocate and come out to a date with you or flirt back, or she's going to let you know the truth and that she's not feeling that way. And then again, you decide, do I really want a friendship here and can I handle that? Or am I really just the whole time looking for something more? And I think now that I know the truth, maybe I should start to move on. So again, you telling a woman you're interested in her, even if she's a friend, is not likely to upset her. It's not likely to surprise her. And all it's going to do is reveal the truth and give you the clarity that's already there. And sometimes I know that that's hard to face that, and maybe you won't get the answer that you're looking for, but I think it's better to do that sooner than later than to pine over someone and wonder the what if, and then be way more devastated later if it doesn't go well. Or the opposite is if you both were into each other for a long time, then you can actually move that forward and you don't just waste time not pursuing that and not growing that side of the connection. So I hope that helped. And guys, if you like these videos, subscribe now. I'm putting out new content all the time, and I hope you keep watching.